Hi everyone, my name is Chris Haynes and I'm giving a presentation today about Google Chromebooks. So we'll start out by giving an overview of what this presentation is going to be covering. First, we'll be talking about what a Chromebook is. Then I'll be talking about the features that define what a Chromebook is. And then I'll be finishing off with some of the benefits that these give for education. So let's start out by discussing what is a Google Chromebook. A Google Chromebook is a very personal computer that runs on Google Chrome as its default browser. It's mainly composed of applications on the web that are used by its users. All the documents on the web are saved automatically via the Google Drive feature. Some more on basic components of Chromebooks. Usually Chromebooks have about 2 gigabytes of RAM. However, recent advances are adding up figure to about 4 gigabytes of RAM. They are built in with over 16 gigabytes of storage for documents. Computers are equipped with a very basic processor that allows for easy access to Word documents and emails. This is an advantage of the computer being, in essence, a very basic computer, not a personal or a gaming computer. Because it has a very basic processor, it's very easy for students to access Word documents, emails, things like that facilitate learning in the school district. It could come in about 13, 14, and 15-inch screen sizes. It also comes with the OK Google voice command. Maybe you're not sure how to spell something, so you type in Google and you say, OK Google, what is the capital of Egypt? Or you just don't know how to type something. OK Google voice command will bring it in to Google for you to search what you're looking for. It also has the ability to save web pages for later offline reading so that students can revisit any information or materials that were found online if they need to do some offline research later. So what are some of the student goals for using Chromebooks in the school district? One of the big goals is to teach students digital skills in the 21st century. It's becoming very important for students to learn how to know how to use these digital skills in the 21st century. An aspect of this digital skills in the 21st century is learning how to collaborate with others from different backgrounds and other students. These are being used in the school district for students collaborating with others. It's also being used by students collaborating with others from different school districts or even different countries. So the goal for these Chromebooks is teaching students how to collaborate with others of different backgrounds. It's also very essential in teaching students how to research different topics and prepare a well-written research report. Writing research reports, of course, being a big component of the Language Arts California Common Core. So these Chromebooks are really instrumental in helping students, teaching them how to do these skills. And an aspect, something that's required for these research reports is learning how to gather different information from various sources. So Chromebooks are really instrumental in helping students to do research on different sources. And also learning how to use the internet to select apps that facilitate their own learning. So students are getting a little bit of freedom here in this regard, but they need to choose apps that are going to be very beneficial for their learning and help them along with their learning goals. So what are some of the benefits for education that these Chromebooks offer? So the Google Drive feature, it easily allows students to collaborate with others about projects and assignments. The Google Drive feature that comes with Google Slides and Word document, it allows, first of all, it automatically saves documents, but it also allows students to share it with one another if they're working on a group project. And if someone needs to add something, if someone needs to take something away, it's a very easy tool for allowing students to collaborate with others about projects and assignments. It also has a very small keyboard, which is beneficial when it's being used in the elementary school for students who are just learning how to type. Maybe they haven't perfected their gross motor skills yet. So this allows them to get an easy introduction, to ease them into learning these skills like typing. And typing is also a very big component of the 3rd grade Common Core state standards. So this is a very easy venue for this. Educators are using this to give assessments and tests, which helps the school district save money by not having to purchase paper. It also allows educators to grade these tests easily, and it also helps students avoid losing paper assignments and things like that. It's really an economic benefit of using Chromebooks is by helping school districts not use paper. And they're very easy to use, and their batteries can last up to 8 hours. It's not a very complicated computer, and the batteries last a long time. So what are some more benefits for education these offer? Teachers have used this in the past to invite a guest speaker to speak to their class via the internet. Perhaps a guest lecturer, college professor, a specialist in the field they're learning about. Teachers have used these to invite someone into their classroom. Students are using these applications to display concepts in a fun and creative way. Perhaps learning about a story, giving a book report. Students have various different reasons and uses for using these fashions and applications for matters like that. There are also some applications like Desmos and GeoAlgebra that students are using. This gives students a practical application for graphing, and it gives them a way to see how to graph and learn geometry and skills like that, which allows them to manipulate them, giving them more exposure to these common skills that are used in these subjects. One application that's very used a lot by educators is CK12. It gives teachers the ability to create their own textbook, and they can add and take away material as they choose, and students can access them easily. So let's talk about digital storytelling. Chromebooks are a very easy way for students to display what they know or give a report in a very creative fashion. Prezi is one of these that is a very unique way to give presentation with graphics and images. Animoto is a venue for students to share pictures from class events and field trips. Powtown is a tool used by educators and students for a cartoon-based presentation. Keeps students engaged in the material. And VoiceSpread is an application used to share insights about poetry and literary authors. So this is some of the ways that students will tell stories on the web using some of the applications that can be accessed via Chromebook. So what are some more applications in the classroom? And one advantage of this is that students have a class-designated set of computers. In my own personal experience working as a substitute teacher, I see lots of classrooms have Chromebooks that are designed for the classrooms. They don't have to run out to the computer lab or reserve the computer lab. It's class-designated sets so they can do their research inside the classroom. Also, I've seen in my own experience that students in special education classes work towards being able to use a Chromebook for free play, so it keeps them motivated. But I also see it in regular education classes too, so it can be used as a reward system. Google Calendar is very essential for helping students organize their information about upcoming projects and deadlines. And there's also some games students play like Fast Math and Cool Math, RobyMax, and other games that students can play while still learning about essential skills that are required for their subjects. So here's an example of a Chromebook application. Shahar Razagali, he was a middle school teacher in Ohio, and he wanted to find a way to get his students interested in the material. And his students were not very interested in ancient Mesopotamian history. So he had them research time maps, which is a Google application, and students began to investigate how ancient Mesopotamia has changed over time, and eventually they became more interested in the subject matter. That's just one example of a personal Chromebook application. So why is this becoming so popular in education? A big reason is that the cost is so low. The cost can be as low as $220 per device, and it allows schools to use a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning for every Chromebook, for every student, there is one Chromebook. Google Apps are becoming more popular in education, and these Chromebooks are built in specifically for this. And they're also very easy to manage. Administrators can monitor the website students go on, and they can also prevent students from downloading any material that's inappropriate or could damage the computer. And here's my works cited. Thank you for watching, everyone.